We try to do the same thing each time, and the first thing we do is always start a little bit of conversation, just something that we started with a topic, take us where we want to go. It's to practice oral, ease of speaking, it's then practice, comprehension and growing. Then I'm trying to get it done to practice writing each time, so I have them write 3 or 4 sentences to express himself, to put the words down. We'll then go through usually vocabulary build of some type. It might be opposite words. It might be present and past tenses. We've done things where we've done superlatives of words, good, better, best, etc. And then we always try to finish up with reading something so we get there. And then there's some questions and some workbooks, exercises we try to go through. Hola, then.
Hola.
Tonight we're going to cover the following things like we talked about last week. We're going to just talk a little bit about your trip to New York over Memorial Day. We're going to review your writing assignment that we had, which was your winter plans. We're going to go over the vocabulary, present and past tenses and opposites, and then we're just going to practice some reading. Okay?
Okay.
And I guess the first thing we do is just talk a little bit about your trip to New York. You went down over Memorial Day. When did you leave?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Morning.
And how long were you down there?
2 days.
What are you going to do this weekend coming up?
I don't know.
No? No plans?
Maybe go and play soccer, Brockport.
No, we're out with your friends?
Yeah.
Do you have a team? Because I know you were playing indoor soccer before.
Yeah. Cutting now.
Yeah, what's the name?
No, we don't know.
No name?
No.
Have you played a game yet?
Huh?
Have you played any games yet?
No.
No?
No. This Sunday is going to be my first game.
First game?
Yeah.
And who's all playing on your team?
Who?
Yeah, just friends?
Just friends. You say not two friends, but the other ones I don't know.
Don't know?
No.
So you play forward or midfield or
Few.
forward?
Yeah.
Up in front, you try to score?
Yeah.
Do you score any goals in the indoor soccer this year?
Just one.
Just one? Come on, they say you score a lot of goals in soccer.
No.
Indoor, no? We're going to work, okay, that's enough. We're going to work on your homework assignment that we gave, which was your winter plans, because you said you're heading off.
Yeah.
And like always, I'll just sit here and read it, and then we'll kind of go over it and see how to improve it, make it a little better.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to do it in January 2004. I take a month off of work for vacations. I gone Florida fishing, visit Walt Disney with some friend, and 1 week in New York City with my cousin and friend to visit. So you're doing 2 things. You're going to go fishing. You're going to go fishing in the ocean?
Yeah.
Deep sea fishing with a big fast boat and the whole thing? Ooh, I get seasick when I do that kind of stuff. And you're going to visit Disney World with some, now when you say friend, are you going to go with more than one friend?
Yeah, maybe.
So you can't say, you have to say some friends. The period here. You got to work on your punctuation. So next week your assignment is write about my first soccer game. Tell me a little bit about the trip to Brockport. Did you win the game? What's the color of the uniforms? Does your team have a name? Did you score a goal? Anything. You can write about it, 3 or 4 sentences, and we'll practice on your work there.
Okay.
Okay? That's your assignment for next week on words. Okay. Now the fun part. This is where we go through and practice the words you had before. So I'm going to read you some words. Opposites first. And I'll read you the word and you tell me the opposite and spell it for me in some cases.
Okay.
Okay? Sick.
Well,
Well, okay. Busy.
not busy.
That's good. What's another word for it, remember? I told you last week. Not busy. Idle. How do you spell idle? Do you remember?
Idle.
I-D-L-E. Idle. Okay, full.
Empty.
Young.
Or
Tired.
wide awake.
Wide awake.
Wide awake.
Yeah. Okay, this is the other fun part we're going to work through here. Remember the word past tenses. So you can write these down, or I'll ask you the words. Past tense. Past tense for write.
Wrote.
How do you spell it?
W-R-O-T-E.
Very good. Erase.
Erased.
Now erased.
Erased.
Remember, you always sit there and say when you add the D, you don't say ed on the end. It's erased. What's erase mean again?
When you void something.
Yeah, like a void, right?
Yeah.
That's, remember you told me void. Read.
Read.
Read. How do you spell read?
I spell read.
Yeah. How do you spell read? Like I read a book yesterday.
R-E-A-D.
Yeah. Same as the present tense, right?
Yeah.
See.
I saw.
Spell it.
S-A-W.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And the last thing we're going to do for this week is practice practice reading. And I read this story before. This is a real hard story. You're getting some harder stories now. So here are the words, and let's just go over the words that are new words in the story. Then we'll read it, and then we'll answer some of the questions. You pronounce them. If you don't know what it is, ask. And we'll talk about it.
It's jelly.
Now, galley.
Galley.
Yeah, it's G-A. What's a galley? You can kind of look at it because this is the story about this kind of boat, that kind of ship. Inland. Inland. That's like if you have the coast of the United States. I'm not a very good drawer here. You know, it's kind of like this, and this is kind of like all the land along the sea, and then everything else is inland. It's the areas it's not on the ocean. Now we'll get to some of the other ones here, but let's read the story here and see how you can do on it. Okay.
Okay. Gerald and the high seas.
Yeah. Now stop and ask me if you have a question or anything. We'll just stop and we'll go through it.
Okay. Until the coming of steam, the galley was the fastest thing on the island sea.
No, inland.
Inland.
Yeah, you got to be careful on that one because here's another word. You know what this word means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said it like that, island. You got to say inland. Okay.
Okay, inland sea. Galleys were used to guard the
No. How do you say that word?
used
Used. Right.
to guard the coast and to remove ships that were wounded in battle. The galley was mainly an open boat for 400 men who
Who manned.
manned
Right.
the oars that made the galley move so swiftly
Mm-hmm.
through the waters. Yeah.
So they had these galleys were all moved forward by the oars in the water. Who worked the oars?
The convict
And what's a convict?
is like the people is in the prison.
Okay. Okay. They did something. They did something bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.